Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be answering some questions for your guys' entertainment. This video will be a segment I like to call Social Hour with Ms.KittyN. Real quick, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so. It would mean so much to me and it'll be amazing for you because you'll get a notification every time I upload a brand new video. So, really quickly, we're going to be getting into these fascinating questions that I have compiled for me to answer. So, the number one question that we have is, who are the YouTubers that I like to watch? So, the YouTubers that I've been watching recently are Trixie Mattel. I watched the Trixie and Katya show religiously, and I'm very excited that they're gonna have more episodes released soon, and I actually just bought a lipstick from Trixie Mattel's website for her merchandise, and I'm really excited to get it. I have not really been someone who buys a lot of fandom merch, but my sister told me, she was like, well, if you like these people, maybe you should try supporting them, like following them on their social media and all that. And I was like, that's a good point. I should probably do that. So I recently got into that, and I'm excited. But other YouTubers that I like to watch are James Charles. I know that he's kind of going through some tough times lately, but I think in order to, enjoy someone's content, it doesn't necessarily mean that you think they're the perfect person or like the best person in the world. Like, everybody makes mistakes, and just because someone's not perfect doesn't mean you can't watch their content, I suppose. That's how I like to think of it. But I hope that he gets through his issues that he's dealing with right now, because honestly, when I saw his videos like about a year ago or so, I felt like his personality really like resonated with me. Like, I felt like him and I were like low-key like similar personality wise, and that really like actually inspired me to create my own YouTube channel, because I was like, oh, he's all fun and bubbly kind of like me. And so I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's see what happens. So, yeah. And then another two people I really like is PewDiePie and Smosh. I actually started watching Smosh when it was just the original OG Anthony and Ian, and I wouldn't always find their jokes extremely funny. I think, I don't know why. Sometimes I thought their jokes were kind of stupid, but I guess that was the point of them. But I still watched a lot of their videos, so. Alright, question number 2. What are shows that I like to watch? So, shows that I've been really addicted to are RuPaul's Drag Race. I've watched a lot of the seasons. Specifically, I've followed season 13 very closely because especially during quarantine, I was like, I need something to watch. And I really love Drag Race performances in general because they're so high energy, high glamour, and there's also high drama. So there's like the three, like, what's not to love about that, in my opinion. And being a drag queen in general, I feel like it would be so much fun. Like, low-key, I'm jealous of them. I wish I could go on RuPaul's Drag Race and get paid to wear pretty dresses and just like talk all day. But, well, they do a lot more than that. I think I would definitely fail on the sewing challenges because I've been trying to sew lately, and I just don't really have a lot of patience for it. I don't even have a sewing machine, so I just sew things by hand, and maybe that's why, but it just, I don't know, sewing doesn't appeal to me, to be honest. Like, I tried it, and I wasn't a fan of it. So, yeah. So, another show that I like to watch is Ruby. It's an anime series created by Rooster Teeth, and I just love it because it's kind of like, it's basically an anime, and they deal with a lot of like magical things, and I just think that's really awesome. And I like the concepts, the art, and the way the characters look. It's just a really fun series, and you never know what to expect. And it is high drama as well, so sometimes it brings me some anxiety, but it's okay. I can handle it, I guess, most of the time. But yeah, I highly recommend it. And in the past, I also watched My Hero Academia. That's a great series. If you haven't watched it, it's totally binge worthy. You could totally watch it during the pandemic. So yeah, that completes question number 2. So question number 3. Who are some of your favorite drag queens? I love this question, but I have like so many. I mean, no one's dictating how many drag queens I can put, so I'm gonna put a bunch. So obviously Trixie Mattel, I really like her. Katya, Kennedy, Pearl, Rose, Candy, and Kimchi. Candy Muse specifically. I like Valentina a lot too. Valentina and Violet Chachki, but who doesn't love them? So yeah, those are definitely my favorites. I really like in the latest season of season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race, I really liked Rose. I felt like her personality was really like coming through towards the end. And Kennedy, I feel like her voice and the things she say are just so wholesome, and like she makes you feel at ease and calm. So I don't know. Even though you know, she like a lot of she's been through a lot of tea throughout the seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race. I feel like she's a very good queen who's just really fun and nice. So that's some of my favorite drag queens. Okay, 2 more absolutely gorgeous and amazing famous drag queens that I forgot to mention are Monet Exchange and Bob the Drag Queen. I really love them, and any of the influencers and drag queens who I've mentioned in this video, if you guys would like to collaborate with me, I am very open to that, and you can definitely comment in the comments, message me, just, you know, reach out to me, and I'm totally down to do that. I love doing collabs, and I'm totally open to it, so hit me up. So question number 4, why did I, Ms.KittyN, decide to start a YouTube channel? This is a very interesting question. So first of all, I thought it would be fun, and I thought to do it because it's like a pandemic. I was like, what else am I gonna, like, that's gonna be a good activity to do during the pandemic because it forces you to kind of like be a homebody, and it's still fun. So the fun part of being a YouTuber really attracted me to the profession or whatever. And another reason I wanted to be a YouTuber was because I surf YouTube a lot, and sometimes I kind of see people who are influencers who are not very good, like they send kind of like bad messages, but they're still really popular. So I kind of wanted to be an influencer who presented what I believe to be good messages to their audience, to be somewhat of a little bit of like a role model. I know I'm not perfect by any means, but I wanted to try to promote good messages and just try to spread positivity to make this world a happier and more peaceful place. Because I feel like if you always need a balance. Like, it's okay to have, you know, some, I guess, you know, not so great YouTubers out there who are doing a lot of toxic things. But then it'd be good to have, you know, non-toxic YouTubers who are trying to like do good things to kind of you know, even out what's out there. But that was just why I wanted to be a YouTuber. I definitely don't think like I'm the best or I'm better than other people, but that's just like, that was kind of my goal and why I started out. All right, next question, number 5. What is your least favorite part about being an influencer? So I kind of have 2. I'm kind of thinking of this question a little bit on the fly. So the first part of it is that you become really really addicted to checking the views and the likes and all that, and it becomes kind of like draining, because you're always going back and checking your channel every 5 minutes because you're just so excited about the content you put out. And then sometimes, like, or most of the time in my case, you come back and there's not many views, or not many likes, not many comments, and you get kind of sad. And so that's something I don't like, is like, I wish I had the ability to just, you know, step back and be like, oh, you know, don't need to check those messages, or I don't need to be checking every 5 minutes. And I shouldn't necessarily beat myself up too much if I'm not getting the traction I want, because a lot of times on YouTube and TikTok you have to be patient, and views will roll in slowly. They won't always roll in quickly. So that's something that I kind of don't like about being an influencer. And the second part of it is that you're reaching a very broad audience, which has pros and cons. And one of the cons is that literally anyone could comment on your video if you make it that way. You could always silence the comments, but then you're not getting any feedback. So, like, I've gotten comments sometimes that are a little bit rude, or, you know, kind of very rude. And I don't get them often, so I'm really happy about that. But when you do get them, like, you have to, like, figure out, what do I do with this information? And you have to really have a decent amount of confidence to be like, okay, this person said this, but, you know, it's not going to make me stop making videos. It's not going to make me, you know, go in the corner and cry, because, you know what, that's just one person's opinion, and they're allowed to have their opinion. They're technically allowed to say whatever they want, and there's nothing I can do about it except for, like, delete their comment maybe if I want to, or block them. So it's just weird when, or it's just not really a pleasant thing, which I'm sure so many YouTubers have to deal with. So that brings me to number 6. So what is your favorite part about being an influencer? Let's see. I think one of my favorite parts, kind of answering a 2-pronged way as well, because I'm cheating here. So one is you get to reach such a large audience, which gives you a very much larger voice. If you wanted to spread a message, then you can reach so many people because you have a much larger audience than you would if I just, you know, if I just yelled it out my window, like 2 people would hear. So I really like that I'm reaching not only more people, but a broader audience than just like my circle of friends or whatever. And then also I like that I'm able to interact with a broader and more diverse amount of people who I might not usually meet. Like my channel, anyone in the world could literally watch my YouTube video and see, you know, what it's like to be me and what my opinions are. So that's pretty cool. It really just like broadens the horizons for not only me but other people in the world who might be interested in what I have to say. And then also more like relating to just being an influencer on TikTok, when I go live, like sometimes people join and they're from Turkey or from India, and they comment and interact with me, and I'm just like, whoa, like I would never be able to talk to somebody from those countries if it wasn't for TikTok. So I think that really blows my mind, and it's a really cool part about being an influencer. All right, those are all the questions I have. I hope you guys found this fun and entertaining. If you guys have more questions you would like to ask me, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'll collect them and create another video answering questions that you guys have asked. These are just questions I compiled, but it'd be really cool if I could answer questions that you guys ask. So please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this, and please check out some of my other videos, and don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. Bye bye. See you next time.